So, I today get to feel so vindicated for being right. And it's a wonderful, it really is a wonderful feeling. But for those of you who don't know, I'll fill you in. For those of you who may or might know, there's a guy on YouTube goes by the name of Count Dankula, aka Marcus Meechin. Now, this guy basically made a YouTube video of him Sig Heiling, getting his dog, shall we say, to Sig Heil on command, essentially by using a certain, shall we say, code phrase that is used by neo-Nazis. There's no better way to say it than to signify who they are. It's exactly the same when we went over almost a year ago now about how the OK symbol is being used to signify people who are white nationalists. It's been there, and recently, Dankula has now started. Well, it's not even the case that he's started now. Basically, he's just gone full mask off. He's gone completely 100% full Nazi. He's openly, not hiding it, openly sending Nazi memes, posting, Nazi Nazi content. Although he'll deny that it's a Nazi content, but it absolutely is. He started really posting recently, called the Despite meme, and it's I'm not going to go over and debunk it on this channel because, quite frankly, there have been better people debunk it on other channels, but I'll give you a good couple of people to go to. So go to Vosh or Three Arrows and look up what they call the 30% meme. This is something that is used by neo-Nazis to essentially try and get people into Nazism. They say basically that even though black people make up like 30% of the population, they commit like 80 or whatever percentage it is of crime. Now, of course, this is completely and utterly wrong. I'm not even going to bother going into it. Like I say, go watch Vosh's video on this or Three Arrows video on this, and there are plenty of leftist people who debunk this theory completely. And yet, Dankula is openly now spreading this. He's basically using his free speech to spread Nazism, and their propaganda with the whole point of bringing more people in. And we've spoken about this before. There was I can't remember the guy's name, but he's really good. He wrote a book all about coming out of neo-Nazism and how he was in it for so long and how he got into it. And he even says, look, today's modern neo-Nazi movement is all about tricking people into the movement. You don't openly say you're a Nazi, come and join us. You get them to laugh until, as they say, the joke doesn't land and they start to get it themselves. This is how again, the far right on YouTube and all over the place has been growing. Well, luckily they seem to have been halted, but this is what they do now online. The recruitment for neo-Nazis happens online now, and we should be worried about this. You had our own security agency here, MI5, has basically said the threat isn't coming from you Arabic terrorists anymore to the UK. The threat is now from the right-wing terrorists, white nationalist terrorists. We've seen it openly in our country. Potentially one of the most major terrorist attacks in the UK recently was stopped in 2017 were white nationalists, neo-Nazis. And yet, people defended this guy. People openly defended him, and I said, there's something not right about a guy who openly laughs and uses that phrase, and can't. He in our quote debate, he could not openly justify using that phrase, or even accurately explain his joke, why he was using that phrase and why that phrase made his joke land. He couldn't, because if he did, he'd expose himself for what he was. I'm completely convinced now that Dankula, having gone this route, is an anti-Semite. I have no problem saying that. At the end of that call, I said, I don't know if I could call you a racist, because I couldn't justify it at the time. But I did say, look, you hang around with some pretty racist people, and I said, guilt by association and all that, but what are you to do? He's gone completely full racist now. Well, full Nazi, openly spreading racist memes. Justified. Complete vindication on my end, and still to this day, from doing that original video of basically all I said was, I'm not going to support him in any way, shape or form, because I don't believe what he said was right or any right to do so. And I still believe his conviction was completely valid and completely just. And I think now this has just magnified that all the more for me. But I want to leave off on one last note. To the people who back then financially supported him, saying that he wasn't racist or any of this way, shape or form. Oh, it was just an innocent joke. Do you feel betrayed? Do you feel let down? Are you angry at him? Are you still subscribed to him? Because I'll tell you what, if I were you, and I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be anymore. But there you go. Yeah, Count Dankula gone basically full mask off. Seems to be now going complete neo-Nazi. Yeah, I was right. I called it.